Good morning, Infinity. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. All right, good morning at home, wherever you are joining us from. We want to welcome you to Yoga Sunday at the Infinity Fellowship, Nashville's independent, interfaith, interspiritual community. Those I'm welcoming for the first time, I'm Jeff Obafemi, Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, and we want to welcome you into space today. It's time for us to open the way to spirit. So I invite all eyes to close in this moment. Focusing our energy on slowing our breath, consciously inhaling and exhaling. Focusing on the divine spiritual energy that exists inside each and every one of us as we open the way today through speaking directly to spirit. Slowing down the breath so that we can feel what it means to be alive today, to exist in a moment of gratitude, to consciously focus on the light of spirit that sparks our soul and connects us one to another. Through the inhale and the exhale. Inhaling and remembering the good. Exhaling and releasing the things that no longer serve us, including the physical stress points in the body. On those exhales, just relax. Allow those shoulders to drop. Allow the skin on the back of the shoulder blades to descend toward the floor. Opening up the chest and breathing deeper in. Down into the belly. Centering now in this divine space of good. We add to this current practice the bowing of our heads and the opening of our hearts as we speak directly to spirit. All wise and all knowing and all loving God, we thank you for your energy today, for your good, orderly direction. We thank you for unity of self. We thank you for alignment of mind, body, and spirit. And we thank you today for the spirit of renewal. We thank you for the spirit of rebirth. We thank you for the spirit of simply being. Thank you for this divine consciousness that exists inside each and every one of us as we are on this path, on this journey together, to grow and to glow, to shine with this light of love that exists inside each and every one of us. We give thanks in this moment. We give thanks for the good that we experience when we come to the mat and we commit to be a yes today. We know that some of us are physically exhausted. We had a long morning. We had a long weekend. We had a long night. And yet we showed up in the right now. We showed up to say we are a yes for this physical body which holds our spirit. And so we speak that something is shared in today's service. We speak that something is stretched out in this body. Something is inhaled and exhaled through the breath, through the divine life energy. That will remind us that we are ever connected and protected by you. Thank you for the spirit of relationships. Thank you for the spirit of healing. Thank you for the spirit of creativity that exists. And for the abundant signs that you have given us that we are absolutely exactly where we're supposed to be. We give thanks in this moment, and we give it corporately together all around the world. We breathe in deeply, we exhale and let it go, and we embrace the good. We acknowledge it as we open the portal right now for spirit. We proclaim it to be, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. And so it is. Let us prepare for our pouring of libations. As we prepare to pour the water today that represents the living, We recognize and remember those who have gone before, represented by the earth that we will pour into. Understanding that we stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us. And as we pause to open the way for them, we recognize that absence in the physical body simply means presence with divine and magnificent, limitless cosmos that surrounds us. The Lakota people use the term mitakuyasin. Let's say that together. Mitakuyasin. Yes, and it means me and all my relations. So every time you walk in a place, you are never alone. All your people, going back to the beginning of time, are always with you. So if you ever feel like you outnumbered, just take a breath and remember that. You might say that under your breath. Takuyasan. And you go in and you got the squad with you. That's the beauty of recognizing your people, that we are never in a space of death as long as we remember them. So as we pour, we speak the ancient word Ashe, which represents divine spirit, essence, infinite power, and divine proclamation. Today we pour and we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house for spirituality, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, Ashe. We pour to the energies of the north where we find our sense of direction, Ashe. To the energies of the south where we find our sense of remembrance, Ashe. To the energies of the rising sun of the east, knowing that we had another chance to do it again today, Ashe. To the energies of the west and the coming lunar cycle, reminding us that even in the darkness, there is light, Ashe. To the ground above us where we plant our roots. We plant our roots in spiritual practice, and it keeps us from being blown over when the storms come in our lives, Ashe. To the skies above us, the blank landscape that allows our mind to wander and create the dreams that we manifest in reality, Ashe. And to the seventh direction, the energy that comes together at Grand Central Station, right here when they say it with your chest, they don't know that that's what they mean, but that's what it means. You say it with your chest because that's the heart. And that's the seventh direction that intersects every other direction there is. May your heart be blessed and full of love, Ashe. And so we ask that you remember those ancestors now as we get ready to pour. We're going to pour energy into this space today through libation. As we pour, we want to recognize the spirit of Brother Ahmad Jamal, who was an amazing pianist, jazz pianist, born Frederick Russell Jones, July 2nd, 1930, served as an influence for great band leaders, including Herbie Hancock, including especially coming along after the Bud Powell era, Miles Davis. Miles Davis, as a trumpeter, would bring his band, his side band members, to hear Ahmad Jamal so he could understand intonation and subtlety. Died at the wonderful age of 92 years old. What a productive brother, because 92 years old, and I put a note here for Ahmad Jamal that during the 1960s and 70s, he released an average of 3 complete albums. Now, this is important to understand, because between the 60s and 70s, some people released 3 complete albums, period. He, between the 60s and the 70s decades, released an average of 3 albums per year, which, per year, 3 complete albums in a year for almost 20 years. It's amazing. So to the brother who was able to stay around and be a great wise elder, Ahmad Jamal, Ashe. All right, so everybody else, begin to call your names. If you want to type the names in at the box at home or call them aloud, go ahead and do so at this time. Haywood Carr, Queen Mother Catherine Carr, Thomas and Gussie Hayes, Della Mae Carr, Askell B. Carr. All those Queen Mothers whose names are known and unknown. Queen Mother Bernice Brunson, Queen Mother Mabel Sewell, Queen Mother Zulie Ursery, Queen Mother Dorothy Smith, Horace Marion Frazier, Louise Frazier, Deputy Cox, Jamie Donaway, Benita Davis, Rogers Holman, Martha Davis, Madison Davis, all those who have come before. We speak their names together. and for the children in the world, womb and yet unborn. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, all right. Today's meditation for us to take with us into our physical practice on this wonderful day comes to us from the monk and mystic, Brother Wayne Teasdale, who reminds us, quote, "We have been given the gift of life in this perplexing world to become who we ultimately are, creatures of boundless love, caring, compassion, and wisdom. Existence is a summons to the eternal journey of the sage we all are, if only we could see." Take a deep breath here. And we recognize that it is spoken, it is received, and so it is. Ashe. All right. As we welcome you to the Infinity Fellowship today, and I see some bright lights in here in the room. I'm going to try not to go too far off the chain today. I get some folks around. Y'all know how that does it. They're here for it. But we want to welcome you and remind everybody of our 4 core spiritual principles. We call that SNAP. The S is actually for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action because we take action on our dreams and our callings, and we walk in our divine purpose every single day. And finally, the P is for the proof, because we got to see the proof, y'all. The proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We're grateful that everyone is here, live and on the replay, as unique manifestations of our divine source, our creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, perceived by many different names and yet known by one energy. This is the foundational principle of what we call interspirituality here at Infinity. So I invite you here at home and in the space to join me in our statement of infinitude. Let us speak it together. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen. Amen. Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. All right, time for us to say good morning to you. All right, so as the music's coming in, I remind us this is a brand new day. Whatever happened yesterday ain't here no more. We're excited to invite peace, love, and joyfulness in our life. We're going to generate gratitude. So if you're at home, type something in the box that you're grateful for. One thing that you're grateful for, and let us know where you're coming in from, where you're practicing Yoga Sunday from. So as we are here in the space, we're going to go around and just kind of say one thing that we're grateful for as we say good morning to you. Morning to you. Sing it with me. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And and we say, da 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 da. All right, find something in the space here. One thing that you're grateful for, and I'm going to read off some things that people are grateful for in the chat and say good morning to them. Giving greetings in the space today, saying hey to Sister Iris, I see you in the house. Sister Leslie, good to see you. I'm used to seeing you in the space here, but I'm seeing you here today. Good morning, Angela Treese is in the house. Good morning to Shauna Lindsley and the Lindsley family, saying hello in the space today. Terrell is also saying so good to see and hear from your Sister Iris. Everybody's talking to each other. I'm glad everybody is here for Yoga Sunday. Brother Terrell is grateful for the love I receive all around. Grateful for my body, that it can still bend and move also. How about that? Cindy Terry's in the house. Cindy, what's happening? Been missing seeing your face pop up and your name pop up. Grateful for my family. I can't wait to catch up, Cindy. We got to catch up this week. I got to catch up with Stacy too. All of you all in the space today. But it's great to have you online. Take this moment to share. Send a text out. Let everybody know that we are here for Yoga Sunday. Leslie Leonard is thankful for family and from Birmingham, Alabama. Family in from Birmingham, Alabama. All right, Birmingham, Alabama. Steeltown, Magic City. We got Keisha in the house. Good morning. Grateful for reconnecting to family. Can't wait to hear about this. I'm waiting for these personal testimonies. We're grateful to see all of you all in here. And we're happy to have you. If you're a first timer, type first timer in the book or in the chat rather, so we can shower you with love. Welcome to Yoga Sunday. We want to welcome you officially as a visitor. So we've got a slide that should be available. I think, yeah, it's up there. If you're at home, go ahead and take a picture of that slide or hold up the phone to the QR code if you're watching on your big screen. That's where we get you into the database so we can say hello to you. We're going to send you a card. We're going to send you a love note. You bring that love note into in-person services, which again will start next week with a beautiful fifth Sunday. Then we'll get an opportunity to share a special gift with you, and we'll welcome you into the space of infinity. This may be your first physical time at Infinity, but we like to let you know at this moment that we know the real you, up and down. We know the who, what, where, when, why. So at this time in the space, I want you to take a deep breath and turn to somebody. Hold your hands up in their direction. And if you are at home, I'm going to send my particular greeting on behalf of everybody here directly to you. So as we are in the space today, you can give me that one, Josh, that'd be great. As we are in the space today, I want you to receive this and know that people all over the world are saying this with you. People all over the world are saying this with us. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You're not a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. You're a spirit navigating a human experience like the rest of us. So repeat after me, everybody. I see you. But you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. I say, oh, yeah. So there it is. Hey, plants are growing. Everybody can kind of shake it up, shake it out. Get ready for today because it's going to be something awesome. So get ready, shake it up, shake it out. Everybody at home, everybody over here on this side, shake it up, get ready. Everybody shake it up, get ready. Yeah, we're going to get to everybody. All right, so as we get ready for our practice, first thing we want to do is to open up our space for abundance by giving. This is our giving time. So everybody grab your devices that you're using for your giving, especially you if you're at home. We know that this is when we pause and you have an opportunity to participate now in the service. So it's a beautiful thing. All of us participate by pouring back in to the place that provides our spiritual food. It is a part of tuning your frequency to the frequency of good. And that frequency of good is very, very real. If you are a giver, you know you experience so many good things in your life coming from expected and unexpected places. That's what giving does for you. It tunes the frequency of the universe to say, here's a person who is a giver, so I'm going to give back. And you can't beat God given. God's put this breath in your body, put experiences and people in your life. So this is how we show in a tangible way that we are giving back. We're already given something. We're just giving back. And that's what an offering is. So as you are here in the space or you are at home, if you're preparing to give, you can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give via snail mail. You can also give internationally in the world via PayPal using the email address infinitynashville@gmail.com. So we have that available for you. And I do want to say thank you to those in the space and at home who contribute to this spiritual community. We are here because of the giving. We are here because independently, we are receiving support from people just like you. So because we are here and we're all participating equally, we are growing as a community and we're growing in the right way. We're growing independently. People don't get to tell us what to do and how to do it. We can build what we want to build. We can help the people we want to help. We can free people that we need to free from spiritual oppression and from trauma. And that's how we do it. So it's time for to step into that circle right now. Let's prepare ourselves for giving. And let's do that by speaking together our offertory affirmation. Take a deep breath and let's supercharge this awesome pouring back into the space. Let us speak and proclaim together. O limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. All right, let's give it this time and let's sing our song, which says that everything is good. 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 And I got it. I got it, oh, I've got it good. If you know you got it good, say everything is good. Come on, everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I got it. I got it, oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Come on now. I've got it. Everything is good. I've got it. Is good. Oh yeah. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it. Good. All right, y'all. Well, it is time for yoga. Time for us to move through. And today's practice, of course, Spirit is going to move us in a powerful way to get where we need to get for today. But we invite you in the space to be a yes on your mat. We're going to move through today's practice. For those of you who are giving, you want to give at the end now, or if you're on the replay, don't let the replay stop you. Give and be in sync with that too. You can give at the end. We'll put that back up. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work on building in our space of breathing and flow. So I need everyone here to be conscious now of this breath. So come to a seated position on the middle of your mat. Make sure that you're comfortable, that you can sit up taller if you need to. If you need to sit up a little bit taller, if you need to be a little higher, one thing that you can do is you can actually sit on the block. So as you are sitting on the block, to elevate yourself, to lift yourself up, we want to sit tall so that the breath can reach down into your belly and your hips. So I'm going to pretend as if I'm putting a string in top of Alicia's head, and I'm just going to pull it straight up. Oh, look at that. Shoulders come up and then they go back. Roll those shoulders up towards your ears. Touch your ears. Now roll those shoulders back and then drop them toward the floor. Oh, wow. Yes. Everybody's chest opened up. And now we're breathing deeper. That passage down through your esophagus, down into your chest, into your diaphragm is now a straight line. It's opened up now. Breathe deep into your belly now. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. This first part, we're going to bring the music way, way down because I want you to focus on hearing your breath. Then we'll add the music in. Thanks, Joshua and crew. We'll thank our tech crew today. I see Joshua back there. I see Smooch back there. I see Daniel back there in the supervisory mode. So we've got it all rolling today on all cylinders. We're hitting on all levels now. So take it in, inhale, and exhale. And we're going to focus now the inhaling and exhaling through just the nose. We really want to practice that nasal breathing. The reason why is because in your fibers, in your nose, in your nasal passage, there are hairs in your nose, and that hair is just filtering out all of the negative, all of the dust, so that what's coming into your body is clean. So take it in, and then exhale back out. Now we want to add to this practice of breathing, slight constriction. Take 2 fingers and place them just below your Adam's apple and between your collarbones. There's a little space there. It's a little hole that if you press on it, you'll start to sound like an old man. Yeah, right in there. Don't press too hard, you'll cut your wind off. But if you feel that part there, you can actually contract that a little bit. It's almost near your voice box. So if you inhale and you exhale and you focus on squeezing it in a little bit with your muscles, you'll make a sound. And that sound will go all the way up into your nasal passage, and it will sound like you're in a seashell. If you ever listen to a seashell. Good. That's ocean breath. Place your hand back down, your hands on either side of your body, on your knees or on the inside of your thighs, palms placing up or down, whatever's comfortable for you as we begin that process of remembering that breath. Inhaling and exhaling. That's that ocean breath. That's that ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. This is the part that is for everyone. We're going to practice consciously breathing, and to do that, to help you with the conscious part of it, I'm actually going to count. So finish the round of breath that you're on now, and then we're going to start, and we're going to inhale on the count of 4. All right. Ready? Fully exhaled. Ready to inhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Now hold. 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it empty. 2, 3, 4. Now inhale. 2, 3. Completely full. Now hold it. 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. 2. Slowly empty. Hold. 2, 3. Gonna slow it down. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Begin the exhale. 2. All the way empty and pause at the bottom. 3, 4. Begin the inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2. All the way empty. Pause. 2, 3. Even slower now. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Begin the exhale. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. Now you count it in your mind. Inhale. Now we're beginning this process of conscious breathing. You have an internal count. We want to make sure that with each inhale, as you inhale, you slowly measure the breath so that you are completely full, all the way down in your belly. You hold it there without any other stress in your body. And then when you exhale, you are completely empty. No more air left. Trust yourself and pause at the bottom consciously. When you are done with that round of breath, bring it back down to the heart center. Place your hands at the heart center now. Thumbs gently touching on the middle of your chest. Focusing the energy into intention. Today's energy is about intention. Set your intention for today's practice. You showed up today. That's a wonderful intention. Congratulate yourself. And now we're going to set our intention for today's spiritual meditation flow. Take a few beats to do just this. Good. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down to the tops of your knees. Good. And as those hands are there on the top of the knees, we just want to roll our shoulders back in circles. Take them really high, really low, really forward, really back. Roll them around, roll them around. Good. Now go forward. Good. Now go back again. Good. Rest at neutral. Roll the head now to the left. Full circles. Inhaling and exhaling slowly. Going in the opposite direction now. Good. Now coming back to neutral. I want you to take a big inhale, and on a big inhale, bring your chest forward. Bring your shoulder blades together in the back to open the chest. On an exhale, round your shoulders up. Really suck that belly in, that navel toward that spine. Good. On an inhale, opposite direction. On an exhale, round. This is a variation of cat-cow that we do on the floor. Inhale. Drop those shoulders, bring those shoulder blades together in the back, open that chest, really fill that belly up, arch that back. Exhale, round that back. Really bring that navel in. On your own, moving only as fast as your breath allows, complete 3 rounds of this breathing. On the inhale, even dropping that head back, the crown of that head toward the ceiling. On an exhale, bringing that chest, that chin back to that chest. Don't be afraid to feel yourself moving back and forth, assisting by pulling on those kneecaps when you're arching that back out in cat and cow. Good. We're loosening those shoulders. We're loosening that lower spine, that lumbar area down there just above the buttocks. Now we're going to loosen up our midsections. Wherever you are, complete that round of breathing. Come back to neutral. Then we're going to make a circle with our bodies, with our hands on our knees, and we're going to circle out clockwise. We're going to take an inhale and go around, and then an exhale. Inhale, go around, and then an exhale, round that back. Inhale into that cow position, and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Opposite direction. Inhale and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, then exhale. Good. From that position, one more cat-cow in a standard position. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to give us 3 ultimate powerful sounds from the universe. The sound of Om. Om. We're going to send that out into the universe with our energy at our heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Om. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One inhale and exhale of breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Part the hands and shake them out. And now come to all fours on the mat. Ready to build this beautiful practice that we've got today. From where we are in the beautiful space of the mat, square yourself up into a tabletop position. That means that your wrists are directly under your shoulders. That means that your hips are directly over your kneecaps. You can either lift your feet and point them toward their toes toward the back of the room and then rest on top of your feet, or you may tuck your toes, whichever one is comfortable for you. Take an inhale into cow, lift that head, exhale into cat. Round that back. Inhale up, exhale back. One more, inhale up, exhale back. And now inhale, coming back to neutral, looking just ahead of you on the mat, feeling the energy. One round of breath there to get that into your system, to start to feel that energy. Reach forward toward the front edge of your mat, spread your fingers, plant them, lift those feet up as you move those kneecaps to the outer edges of the mat, point those toes toward the back of the room, put those two big toes together, and then sit back into child's pose. Enjoy the breath in child's pose. Yes, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out in child's pose. Enjoying the benefits of child's pose as a restorative pose. Feeling the divine tension in child's pose that comes from sitting backwards onto your heels and reaching forward even more, elongating the spine in the middle of the back. Breathing deep, you can allow yourself, your head can rest on a pillow if you need, it can rest on a block, or it can rest on the floor. Modify these positions as they are comfortable for you, because yoga is not about pain. Yes, we're going to push ourselves a little today. Yes, we're going to flow today, but it's not about pain. If you find yourself getting ready to scream out, you're not doing yoga. If you find yourself belching, find yourself burping, find yourself feeling a little bit like you're a Vladimir Putin, that's your body saying, thank you. Thank you for awakening me. Thank you for cleansing me. Thank you for loving me. Don't judge yourself. What I love about virtual space is you're all by yourself. Light your candle or some incense if your body goes too crazy. You'll be all right. Trust me, you'll be all right. In here, we'll light some too if we need to. That's the way we'll do it. We're going to be in love here. We're going to love it. Take a few more deep breaths in child's pose. And when you're in child's pose, I encourage you to really invite that breath into your body. See it coming up through your arms from the floor where you are rooted. See it entering into your body and going into the space that's underneath your arms and on the sides of your body. Draw that breath even into your hips. Real slow, real deep. Great. Trust your breath, because your breath is what's going to get you through this movement today. It's what's going to get you through this practice, and it's going to be beautiful. All right, in the conscious awareness that we are about to move, take a big, deep breath in. Lift your head, look toward the front of your mat. Move your feet toward the outer edges of your mat. Tuck your toes. Press up into downward facing dog, lifting a hip toward the ceiling. Straightening your arms, straightening your legs, dropping your chest toward your knees. Good. Making that adjustment for downward facing dog, making sure that it is a rest position. As it has a rest position, it is not a push-up position, so we don't lean forward, we push back. And when we push back, we get more support because we're lifting our hips up and making that pyramid. Good. Let's tighten that up. Bend your knees. Good. And as you bend your knees, you'll see that you're able to press back more and drop your chest even closer to your knees. Perfect. Come up on your tippy toes. Good. Now, as we arch our backs and lift our butts in the air, that gives us even more of a pyramid. And now, as we got that position, take a deep breath and straighten the knees again. Lower yourself down as you can onto your heels. That's even better. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Look to the front of your mat. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come forward, fold. Use a block if you need to. Bend your knees if you need to. Whatever you need to exist in a great forward fold. Forward fold should always begin at your lower back. So sometimes we think forward fold, we start rounding our shoulders and going down. No, forward fold begins at the lower back. Make your adjustments at this time. Good. From forward fold, take a deep breath. Fold it a little deeper if you can. Inhale, come halfway up. Hands on your thighs or your knees or your shins, whatever's comfortable. Flatten that back. Exhale, take it to a forward fold again. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach toward the ceiling. Hands at heart center. Exhale, release. All the way down. Let's check in with our bodies. This is mountain pose, Tadasana. Asana, of course, meaning pose. Anytime you hear asana, that is the physical pose practice of yoga. Prana is the breath practice. So as we are in this asana, tada, mountain, we want to make sure that that mountain is strong enough. We know it's high enough. We want to make it strong enough. So let's put our feet at 12 o'clock. Let's not cheat by pointing our toes out or in. Imagine that we're on a clock and they're both facing due north. Whether your feet are together, hips distance apart, or somewhere in the middle. Find that comfortable space and then point those toes specifically forward. Good. Everybody's toes are forward. Good. Lift those toes up and spread them out and keep them lifted, because that's going to encourage you now to drive the balls of your feet, the inside and outer edges, into the mat. Good. Spread those toes out and now lay them down on the mat, giving you a root like you're a tree. Good. Roll those shoulders up and then back and down. Release those hands to the floor. Now we're at the perfect posture place of Tadasana. Anytime we're in Tadasana today, whether we're in Tadasana, we're in some form of Tadasana from the beginning to the end. So from the beginning here with an extended mountain pose, all the way to the end where it's Shavasana, corpse pose, we are laid in the same position. It is a position of perfect posture. When we plant our feet, your feet should be planted right now the way they are. So let's activate that lower body so we're not just standing. Lift those kneecaps up towards your hips. That exercise your quads. Now with your feet rooted, feel everything. Turn your shins, your hips, everything inward. Lift that navel up and then in towards your spine. That's an activated position. We're not just standing, we're rooted. That's a metaphor. We're rooted. We are rooted. We are standing in confidence. All right. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it all out. Take a big inhale. We're going to do some sun salutations. We're going to start with sun A for the 4 directions. Take a big inhale, reach toward the ceiling, even leaning back for those who can. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it to low plank or high plank, whatever's comfortable for you. That's the push-up position, with the lower back even, not with the butt in the air. Take an inhale, come forward 2 inches, point those toward the toes toward the back of the room, rest on the top of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, blow it out. Tuck those toes, press back into your downward facing dog. Good. That's for the energies of the north. 2 deep breaths. Down facing dog is a moment for you to tell yourself, I am a yes right now. I am a yes. I am here and I am a yes. Inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float between your hands to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Step, jump, or shoot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Y'all want to go extra? Do some push-ups in between these vinyasas. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now it's time to use that breath, that ocean breath. Use it. Yeah, I feel it. I hear it. One more deep breath. This is for the direction of the east. To the east, my sisters and brothers, to the east. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands, step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Going now to the direction of the south. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Do not cheat yourself of the opportunity to breathe deeply. Your breath is what's going to maintain you, is what's going to sustain you. You get to control it. The minute you allow it to get out of control is when you start panicking and you start breathing short. And that's going to give you no strength. Breathe in. It sends the blood to your muscles. That's going to help you. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All right, final direction to the west. Inhale up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Good. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, sit down in the chair. Good. Chair position. Bend those knees. Remember the principles that we talked about. Principles that we talked about include our feet. Our feet are still in Tadasana, so we're grinding those feet down into the mat, giving us core stability as we gently bend our knees. You might have just a slight bend wherever you are. You might be able to go a little bit deeper, but reach those arms forward and up. Tuck that chin slightly toward the chest. Good. Take a deep inhale, sit a little deeper. Good on the exhale. On the inhale, send those thumbs toward the back of the room. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands, step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart to the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Hands to the sides. On an inhale, we're going to reach up and we're going to step that left foot back into warrior one. All right? Good. Now let's check in for our warrior one. We're just going to come to the front of the mat, step that left foot back. Warrior one. Arms still extended, just like we were in Tadasana. We were in extended mountain pose. We're extending the arms the same way. Dropping those shoulders though. So we're not lifting the shoulders, trying to touch the shoulders on our earlobes. We're just lowering the shoulders, relaxing them, squaring those hips, checking in with our feet. Our back foot should be at a 45-degree angle. So not in alignment with the back side of the mat, but not in a low lunge either. Turn 45-degree angle, and our knee should be directly over our ankle. So if we need to adjust our body, we can do that. Widen your stance if you need to, shorten your stance if you need to. That's going to be warrior one on the left side. Take a big inhale. Exhale, come back to standing. Opposite side. Inhale, step that right foot back. Good. Check in. Go ahead and rest your hands on your hips so you can check in and feel that core stability there. That back leg is straight. It's not bent. Straight. The front leg is bent. So on that back leg, you're always lifting that kneecap up to engage that quad. And you're pressing that outside of that back foot into the mat. Squaring the shoulders and reaching up. Big inhale. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. All right, let's do it again. Inhale up, warrior one. Step back that left foot. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, warrior one on the opposite side. Exhale, come back to the front of the mat. We're going to build on this now. Inhale, step back, left foot. Exhale, drop that right hand and open to warrior two on that side. Good. Hold that warrior two and inhale and exhale for a few deep breaths and adjust your warrior two. Your arms should be parallel. We're going to release tension in the shoulders, but we're going to create some tension in the arms by feeling as if somebody's pulling that right arm forward and that left arm back. So it's opening up the chest. Yes. Awesome. And our gaze, our eyes, our look, or in yoga language, drishti, our drishti is fixed over our middle finger. Look out over your middle finger in warrior two. Good. Take a deep breath and exhale. On an inhale, go back to warrior one on that side. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Oh yes. The body's going to start to warm up. If y'all hadn't noticed that yet, it's going to start to warm up now, and that's going to be a beautiful thing. So let's keep it going, y'all. Everybody here and at home. Inhale on the opposite side. Step the right foot back. Exhale, drop into warrior two. Awesome. Same principles in warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding that perfect alignment and then looking out directly over that middle finger. Good. Everybody's doing awesome. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to warrior one. Exhale, come back to the front of the mat. Awesome. Let's keep building. Inhale, step back that left foot. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, turn that right palm up. Take that left hand down that back leg. That's going to be warrior three, or reverse warrior rather. Warrior three is different. This is going to be reverse warrior. We want that front line, that hip, that arm, that palm to line exactly up as much as possible. Good. Excellent. Yeah, there it is. See, you got it. There it is. Looking up at that palm, tracing that palm with your vision up toward the sky. Good. Inhale. Take it a little deeper. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to warrior one. Exhale, come back to the center. Awesome. Let's take that other side. Inhale, step that right foot back. Exhale, down into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, come back to warrior one. And exhale, come back to the front of the mat. Take an inhale and exhale there, because we're going to build on that. We're going to feel this flow. Oh yeah, we're going to get, that's it right there. You want some more?
No, I said that.
We want some more. We want some more. We want some more. We want some more. So we're going to add to this, because after we go to that, we're going to go to side angle. Okay? So matter of fact, let's just practice. We're going to practice side angle, because side angle pose is going to be beautiful for us. So step that left foot back. Almost as if you're in warrior one, right? But with side angle pose, we're just going to turn to the left, and we're going to place our right forearm on top of our knee. That's going to be enough for side angle for many people. Some people may bind, reach the left hand back, reach between their legs and bind their hands together. But the other variation is to simply open the hand toward the ceiling, that left hand. The other variation is to place that left hand at the small of your back. And when you do that, placing it at the small of the back, you'll note that you can stack that left shoulder on top of the right shoulder. You can also reach that arm forward over the top of your left ear. Yes. And that's going to be side angle. Take a deep breath. Exhale to come out of it. Good. Let's try it on the other side. Step that right foot back. Then we're going to add into the flow. Great. Go on into side angle. I'm placing that elbow on top of that knee. Or if you have gotten advanced, you can put your hand to the inside of your ankle and put it on a block or the floor. That's the side angle too. Find the position for your arm. That's great, Kanitha. Almost doing a great side angle. Yes, you can. You got that. That's great. Everybody's looking good. Stacking that shoulders. At least everybody over here. Good. Right, everybody. You're feeling this popping open. I'm going to get that, all right? Take an inhale. Exhale to come out. Come back to the front. All right. Final position that we're going to have in this flow, that I promise you it just keeps getting better and better is, I want you to go to warrior two. Take that left foot back, go to warrior two. Good. What we're going to do is triangle. And again, if you're winded, if you're going to get this, put a book down, a block down, put it for this triangle. Go ahead and just put that block on the inside of your front ankle, your right ankle. Okay, you're in warrior two. We're going to straighten that knee, press back and straighten the knee. Then we're going to keep our arms parallel and reach forward, the top half of our body till we can reach no more. Then we tip it like a teapot. And that is the pyramid of triangle pose. It's like side angle, only the front knee is not bent. And then we look up to the sky as we still do the same principle. That front foot is planted, and we're planting, aligning that left shoulder on top of the right one. Good. Press against my hand. There you go. Good, Alicia. You've been practicing, girl. You got that yoke. There it is. All right. Come up out of it. Inhale. Come up out of it. Come to the front of your mat. Switch sides. Cheat that block over if you got a block. Step back into warrior two. Good. Warrior two, that knee is bent. We're going to straighten that front knee. Good. We're going to reach forward, and we're just going to tip it over, just like that. Good, tipping it over. Thanks, Joshua, for following us around with the camera angles. Press against my hand there, Kanitha. That's going to help you open your chest. Yes. It's going to be beautiful. Take an inhale to come out of it, and exhale. Come to the front of your mat. All right. So you say, I want to do about 7 rounds of putting them all together and in dedication of the 7 directions. Okay, well, not today. We're going to hold that for a special class. We want everybody to get through today. Everybody at home, everybody's down. Okay, so we're gonna get through a beautiful round of this. Okay, so let's come to the front of the mat. Put yourself in a position of Tadasana in alignment. Take 3 deep breaths here. Prepare yourself for the flow. That's what vinyasa is. That we've done some principles of Iyengar, which is making sure that you're in the position, staying in the position. And as Iyengar said, the pose begins the minute you want to get out of it. So if you're in a place where you say, oh my God, that's when you're doing yoga. That's when the pose begins. Take a deep breath and go further. Vinyasa yoga is also about flow and putting those pieces together. So we've done a little bit of the Iyengar style of just making sure that we're in the right position. Now we're going to do a little vinyasa that is just going to keep us warm and keep us flowing, and we're going to breathe with it. So I encourage you to move with your body and your breath in sync. Ready? Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Hands and palms together. Exhale, release. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, step the left foot back, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, bring it back up, warrior 2. Inhale and exhale, straighten that front knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale into triangle. Man, this is great. Inhale up, back into warrior 2. And exhale. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, step forward. Great job. Opposite side, y'all. Inhale, step back, warrior 1. We're stepping the foot back, the right foot back, but it's actually warrior 1 on the left side because the left side is forward, and that's what we base it on. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten that knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, warrior 2. And exhale. Inhale, warrior 1. And exhale, come to the front of the mat. Good. Let's put it together just one more time, not 6 more times, just one more time. Oh, thanks, Rev, for saving us from 07. We're only going to do 2. We're right here with it. Everybody wants to. You start to get that point. We're almost at that point. We're really being a yes right now. So people are like, okay, I'm here now. I'm all in. So we might, whatever's coming out, we're going to do it. That's how you know you're in that alignment space. All right, so let's go. Extended, reach up, extended mountain pose, step back that left foot into warrior 1. Exhale, drop to warrior 2. Inhale, warrior 3. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten that front knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, back to warrior 2. And exhale. I'm going to add something beautiful for you. Inhale, back to warrior 1. Exhale, vinyasa, chaturanga. That means exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Now we're doing yoga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, blow it out. Step flow to jump front for left foot forward. And we go right into it. Inhale up, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, straighten that front knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tip it over into triangle. Inhale up, back into warrior two. And exhale. Inhale up into warrior one. And chaturanga, exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths there. Reward yourself. On an exhale, drop those knees to the mat, the outer edges. Point those toes toward the back of the room. Bring those big toes together and sit back in child's pose. If y'all didn't hear that at home, also known, according to Lady Kanitha, as Yes Jesus pose. Yes, Jesus, rest inside my heart. Rest. If you're at home, go ahead, get you a drink of water if you need it to. Go ahead, we're gonna get back into it. Y'all are feeling good. I see you still online with us. Keep hanging in there. We're here. We're almost to the floor. Once we get to the floor, you get to release some of that energy. Remind yourself why you're here. Remind yourself of your intention while you're in this position. Okay, making sure my mic is still on. And it is. All right, take a deep inhale. Look to the front of your mat. Press back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're getting ready to go into our pigeon position. So that means lift that right foot up. Sometimes you can lift that entire leg. And then we're going to bring our right knee toward our right hand and bring our right toes toward our left hand. You can create the L, you can create the L. If not, that's fine. Get where you can. On pigeon. Lift that back foot up, point those toes toward the back of the room, and then point that foot straight. That is king pigeon right there. That is the position, lifting your chin and your crown toward the ceiling, breathing and rolling those shoulders back and down. That is pigeon position. If you need, you can put a block under your hip or your buttock to support you, or a pillow. That's all you need. If you are advanced yoga and you'd like more, you can stretch that leg back as you open that hip. You're going to feel the opening in your left hip. This is the beginning of our hip relaxing and releasing, stress releasing postures. You can also take it down to your elbows or your head to the floor if you have that in your practice. Find your position for a pigeon. Breathe into it. Stick pillows under yourself. Stick everything you need to under yourself to get yourself in that pigeon position and to do so comfortably. It is a restorative position because with pigeon, it releases all the fluid that is in our hips, which is where our stress is often held when people say, I'm not really flexible in my hips. Yeah, I know, because we hold a lot there. Point it there. Fight the urge to let your toes fall out of alignment with your leg. Sometimes when we get in pigeon, we can become pigeon-toed on our back foot, and we want to go straight with that back foot. Perfect. Some of y'all been taking ballet and dance classes, I can tell, because your arches are just right. There we go. Take 3 to 4 good breaths in this position. Remembering not to bring any tension into your body. Matter of fact, on an exhale, relax into the pose a little deeper, but slowly. You don't want to pull anything. If something in your hip is saying, Lord, have mercy, then you're going too far. Breathe it out. Whatever position you're in, take an inhale and come back up to your hands. Exhale, tuck that back toe, press back into downward facing dog. Great job. Balance for the other side. Inhale, lift that right foot, however you like to lift it in your yoga style. Bring that left knee toward that left wrist. Bring those right toes toward that right wrist. Find your pigeon position. Adjust your block or your pillow if you need to. Keeping in mind that your body's going to be different depending on the side that you're on. You may say, well, I was all the way to the floor on my left side. Now on my right side, I need to put something under my hip. Well, guess what? That's what happens in life. Some of us drive primarily with our left hand. Some of us wear a wallet on one side of our body or carry a purse or a pocketbook or a backpack on one side. That makes it so that your body is adjusting differently. Find the position that is comfortable going to your pigeon. Two more deep breaths in pigeon on that left side. Feeling that beautiful release. Checking in with that right foot to make sure it's pointed to as well. And in alignment with your thigh and your shins and your calves. The leg is straight. Perfect. One more deep breath. Press up with your palms onto the floor to the king pigeon position. Exhale with that right foot, tuck those toes. Press back into downward facing dog. Yes, and now your hips are all alive now. Inhale, exhale. Drop to all fours, tabletop position. Good. Now get yourself 3 cat-cows from this position. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round the back, cat. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Good. Once you complete your last round of cat-cow breath, come on and come to a seated position on your mat. Let's knock these seated poses out, y'all. Great practice, y'all. We're doing great today. We're doing great today. You're going to feel so rejuvenated when we get through with this practice. All right. So from a seated position, we want you to extend both your legs forward on the mat, toes facing up. If you have a towel or a strap that you may want to use, we're going to do some seated leg extensions. Go ahead and grab it, get it close to you. Doesn't matter what it is, yoga strap, it can be a towel, it can be a bed sheet, whatever it is, so no excuses. We're going to get that. So get that ready for you. All right, both feet together, facing up. Same principles, Tadasana. Great. Okay. So first we're going to do single leg extensions. So we're going to bend your left knee and bring your left foot into the inside of your right thigh. Toes facing up, you're going to square yourself, square your chest with your right foot. If you are using a strap or a towel, go ahead and place that around the ball of that foot, that right foot. That's the ball right there. Place it around the ball of the right foot. If not, we're going to begin the extension by reaching both hands up toward the ceiling, inhaling, exhaling, bending at the lower back only, lower back only, lower back only, until you reach that foot. either by hands or by strap or by towel. We are extending and lowering that chest toward the knee. Look, it's okay if you just extend it 6 inches. I don't want you to stop. So don't stop. Whatever you're doing right now, do not stop. Breathe and allow yourself to just lean forward. Keep your chest lifted until the last possible second. Then allow your head to come forward gently. This is a restorative position as well. Three deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good. I know. They love it when I do this in class. So inhale, exhale, I get a little push. When we open back up in the spring and the summer, y'all get to do a warrior class with me. Y'all gonna love it. It's gonna be beautiful. Inhale, exhale, stretch a little deeper if you can. Inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Yes. Now let's switch legs. Extend that left leg. I see smiles on some faces. Y'all like, oh, I feel all right. I'm feeling good. I love it. All right. Sticking now that, placing rather that right foot to the inside of that left thigh or that left groin. Good. Extending those toes up on that left foot. Reaching up toward the sky with that great posture that you have. Turning now toward that foot and extending over. Bending first and foremost at the lower spine. Lower spine, lower spine. Good. We're going to sit in this position for the next 3 or 4 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing yourself to go down. Excellent. Squaring up so that you're facing more that way. Yes. And there it is. That's beautiful. There it is. Breathe it. There it is. Breathe it. When you turn and then bend. Don't worry. If you're at home, you're going, Guess what? Let it happen. Don't fight it. You're right where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Good. Find the stillness now in the pose. And from the space of stillness that is in the pose, that's where I want you to find the peace. Find that stillness. Take 2 more deep breaths. I see y'all. I feel y'all here in space and at home. I got you. Good. On an inhale, go ahead and put both feet in front of you. Extend both feet together. And just for good measure, we're going to reach both arms toward the ceiling. And now forward fold toward those feet. Good. Starting with the lower spine. What you're doing now is just an extension of what you did when you were standing and did a forward fold. Only now you see you got a little more flexibility because your body is warm and because the floor is giving you the core stability that you don't trust when you're standing. So you're actually doing a forward fold from Tadasana as you are seated right now. How cool is that? Look at what you were able to do. All right, good. From that position, inhale. Come to a seated upright position there. Lie all the way back on the mat. I'm going to give you a choice because we're going to go into a flow. Well, we're not going to do the bow. I was going to do the floor bow. We're not going to do the bow today because of time. We want to make sure that we get this right. So from this position, I want you to bend your knees. Bring your feet towards your buttocks. Place your hands down the mat to your sides. And inhale, we're going to lift those hips up toward the ceiling in the bridge position. So raise the hips in the middle of the body up as you press down on your feet. Tuck your chin toward your chest. And do not move your head from side to side. That is the bridge position. We're going to take just a few deep breaths in bridge as an inversion so that we can get the heart a little higher than the head. Two more deep, complete inhales and exhales in bridge, and then we're going to move it. On an exhale, lower gently to the floor, slowly, all the way, moving only as fast as your breath allows you. Inhale, come all the way back up to bridge, lifting those hips up toward the ceiling. Completely full. Exhale all the way down to the floor slowly, moving only with the breath. Inhale, come up, raise those hips. Keep that chin tucked. Do not move your head from side to side. Exhale, release all the way to the floor. One more round. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale all the way to the floor. Good. Bring both knees to the chest. Hug them to the chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. Good. Gonna prepare that energy there. Rock a little bit from side to side gently. Now, just for a little bit of happy baby, we're gonna reach between our knees and our thighs. Make two peace fingers and grab your big toe. Both big toes. Good. If you need a strap, you can do that. And then just rock gently from side to side in happy baby. You're going to loosen up that lower spine, give yourself a little lower spine massage. Feel good about it. Everything is great. Just like a happy baby. You think yourself as a happy baby, you'll do it. You're like, wee, ah, whoa. All right, inhale and exhale. Release those legs, straighten them out. All right. Now lift those legs. We're going to go for a 90-degree angle. We're going to place the bottom of our feet on the top of the ceiling and keep those legs straight. Or if you need to bend them, you can bend the legs as well, the knees as well. What we're going to do is 30, 60, 90. Keeping those knees together as best possible and those feet together. We're going to drop those legs about 30 degrees. Breathing. Hold it there for an inhale and exhale. We're going to drop them another 30 degrees. Inhaling and exhaling. You can place your hands to your sides if you need to for stability. Exhale, lower those feet to 2 inches above the floor. You're going to get those abs in a wonderful space and that lower abdomen in another space. Move those feet outward. And now bring them together, still 2 inches from the floor. Move them outward. Now 2 inches together. And now drop them, release them to the floor. Take a deep breath. Yes, congratulate yourself. All right, as we begin to move toward the end of the practice, we're just going to bend that right knee, bring that heel towards your chest, reach across your body with your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, drop that right knee across your body to the left, extend that right hand to the right side of your body, raise your palm, and then just look out over your right palm. Supine twist on the floor. Looking good. Yes, looking good. Breathe deeply. Your body's going to thank you today. You're going to want to skip rope after today's Moving Motivation Sunday. On an exhale, come back to center. Switch legs. Straighten the right leg. Bend that left knee. Reach across your body with your right hand to the outside of that left knee on an inhale. And on an exhale, drop that left knee across to the right side of your body, extending that left hand, opening that left palm, and looking out over that open left palm. Twisting the opposite side. 2 more deep breaths in this position. Exhale to come out. Good. Keeping that left knee bent. Now asking the right leg, the right foot to join it, bending both those knees, heels towards your buttocks. Now dropping those knees toward the outer edges of the mat, bringing the bottom of the feet together, placing one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest, releasing to the floor, Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. And sitting in this space of awareness and healing, feeling the breath now entering through your nose, still breathing and inhaling and exhaling through your nose, bringing it down into the chest and into the belly, feeling the belly rise with each inhale, feeling the belly flatten with each exhale. That's how we know we're breathing right. We're going to take 4 deep breaths in this position, and then we'll be at Shavasana, the final pose. So as we transition to Shavasana, those who like to turn the lights out or get your blanket at home, whatever you'd like for Shavasana, we're going to prepare for that. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. And as we begin to congratulate ourselves for the spaces that we've gotten to, as we prepare for the final pose, reminding ourselves to be gentle with ourselves as we love on ourselves. Take a big inhale from where you are. Exhale, extend those legs. Bring your hands to your sides. And here in the space and at home, relax into Shavasana. Shavasana is indeed corpse pose. As we are in Shavasana here, I'm going to smudge everyone with Palo Santo. As we begin this process, we invite you at home, if you got your candles, you got your incense, you want to go ahead and light those and then get back into position. Go ahead and do that as well. For as we cleanse this space here at infinity, we also cleanse the space for you at home. Everything is connected, and therefore everything is protected. As I speak the good over those assembled, I speak the good over those who are at home, those who are with us in this moment, those who are in the replay, that this practice has been one of healing and release. And may the sweet scents that are inhaled here carry the energy into the heavens for the healing of those assembled, those participating in this moving meditation. As we are now in a completely relaxed state, celebrating all of the energies that we have manifested today in a powerful way. We built a flow today through breathing and movement. It is in this moment, in terms of message, that I remind you that your body is indeed the temple. Your body is the house of spirit, and that spirit is eternal. When I was young, we used to sing a song about the foolish man and the wise man, where they built their house. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and when the rain came and the waters continued to rise, the house was eventually washed away. There are many variations of this story. Some say that the next man who was foolish, built his house upon some sticks, and when the rain came down and the storms came up and the water rose, his house was washed away. But then finally, there's the story of the wise man who built his house upon the rock. So when the rains came down and the floods came up, his house remained because it was built on a solid foundation. Today, in this space of Shavasana, in this space where you may feel laid out sometimes, you may feel overwhelmed sometimes, remind yourself that through spiritual practice, through movement, through yoga, through meditation, through understanding and embracing these wonderful energy centers inside your body, you are building your foundation for your spiritual home, this beautiful vessel called you, on the rock. These principles are your rock. Showing up today was being on the rock. It was building your house in a powerful way for eternity. This physical body will not be with us for long. It's here for a predetermined number of years. Many of us do not know. None of us know what those numbers of years are. But we do know that once we depart from this beautiful physical vessel, we are joining in the divine cosmos. So while we are here, it's our responsibility to take care of building this solid rock, because we want to be here to live and to live more abundantly. Enjoy for a few moments the accomplishment feeling of knowing that you made it through. You might have struggled. You might have had to breathe a little bit more. You had to push a little bit harder. You might have had to hit the pause button here and there, but you made it through. And when you arise from the space of Shavasana, from the space of corpse pose, recognize that going forward, you will be reborn in a powerful way. Welcome to the space of self-love. Welcome to the space of self-care. Congratulate yourself in this moment for completing this beautiful ritual. Regain awareness of our body and our space. I encourage you to wiggle your toes a little bit as you breathe deeply. Wiggle your fingers a little bit as you come back into the space. Embrace the sensation of what it feels like for your body to touch your clothes and for your clothes to touch the mat or the floor. Embrace the sensation of what it feels like for your body to touch the mat or the floor. Embrace the sensation of what it feels like for your body to touch your clothes and for your clothes to touch the mat or the floor. Embrace the sensation of what it feels like for your body to touch your clothes and for your clothes to touch the mat or the floor. Go ahead and begin to enjoy that divine energy again. And as you're coming back into awareness now, go ahead and roll over onto one side. And just tuck yourself in that fetal position as well. That position of love and remembrance. Knowing that this is how we began in this world, in the fetal position. It is a rejuvenative and restorative position to be in. Couple of good deep breaths there. And then pressing yourself up to a seated position from that side. And as we are now been restored, we have all been reset, we've been rejuvenated. Congratulating you for making it through this practice. Congratulating yourself for showing up. Place our hands at heart center. We're going to end with 3 ohms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Giving thanks in this moment, in this divine moment of simply being, of this divine moment of focus, for this practice, for this meditation, for this message that has been delivered today in this space we call Yoga Sunday and Infinity. Giving thanks for all those who have gathered here from far and near, watching live or on the replay. Giving thanks for this rejuvenating energy that will lift us, guide us, and move us forward. And giving thanks to each and every one of us in this space today for seeing the light in one another. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you, and I thank you for practicing with me today. We say together, namaste. 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 All right, y'all. How y'all feel? Everybody's good in here? All right, good. I got a special thing that I'm going to hold up here as we get ready to rock it on out for today. Josh, we can go ahead and cue our music, I guess. If today's a brighter day, we're going to go on out on that one and get that one ready. I want to remind everybody here that you did an awesome job today. Secondly, I want to make a special announcement. Next week is in person. We're doing Infinitude Awards. It's 5th Sunday. We always do something special on 5th Sunday. We're going to have our first annual Infinitude Awards. We're going to award people for special things they've done inside and outside the community. And also we will premiere, my body's responding too. I'm going to get rich practicing again. We are preparing the return of the Infinity Fellowship t-shirts put together by Josh. Look at that. See the difference between the old and the new, right? I'm like, wow, that's popping. These will be available with a link online next week, or you can get them in person when you come. We have a limited run, so our first run has already started going. Some people were here this week and they got some. So if you'd like to get a t-shirt, it's only $20. This is our anniversary shirt, old school throwback. Brother Josh is coming out with a whole new line of Infinity sayings and shirts that we'll have here. But if you're here, you want that, that's what it is. We're going to send it in and we're going to have that link. We'll tell you how to get one next week. Show up in person if you're going to grab yours and get here early. That's what we're doing. Next week, again, is 5th Sunday, followed by 1st Sunday, always in person. We want to send a special shout out of congratulations. We know on 4th Sundays, we don't get a chance to do a lot of standing ovations, but we got a great standing ovation we got to give here today. That is for our own Alicia Hamer, whose self-written show that she has also directed and starring in is completely sold out, man. It's completely sold out. So That's what you want as an artist, the people to be clamoring for your stuff, the people be fighting over your stuff, people be having family conflicts. No, I'm kidding. Everything is peace, peace. But there is pandemonium. So to our sister, we say congratulations as a community. That also is coded language for those in the band app. Don't be thinking that there's a way that you can get in now. So, hey, do your best to just send energy and know that there's really more to come. So as we leave from this place to a place that now awaits our light, the world that awaits this shining light for all of us, we speak peace, love, and joy into your heart, into your way. We speak that the love of God, the wisdom of the ancestors, the infinite and abundant power of the universe, rest, rule, and abide with you henceforth, now and forever. Let's say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. And so it is. Josh, give me the chat tab for a second. Let me see if I have somebody I'm going to say goodbye to in that moment. Yes, Terrell, everybody, Lee, Hemp Farm, everybody, Leslie, Cindy, we love you guys. Spread the word. Share this link with somebody. Hit the reshare, the retweet, whatever it may be. We love you. That's a fact you cannot change. We'll see you next week at Infinity Fellowship. See you soon.